So the judiciary, in fact, when the Lady Chief Justice retired, Justice Georgina Wood became the Chief Justice, in fact, the first female Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana. She came out with an initiative, Chief Justice Mentorship Program, where young people are mentored, young students are mentored, senior high school are mentored, and in fact, they are enlightened on all issues relating to the judiciary, career path that you can for those who are interested in taking law, taking issues of the judiciary very seriously. So they are taken through all the levels of the court, they are schooled and all that. So successive Chief Justice, when they come, they also make sure. So it was an annual, or it is an annual event. So every year, all students, some selected students will come to the Supreme Court. Justices of the Supreme Court, High Court, Court of Appeal will share experiences with them, and some of them get inspired. As we speak, some have been called to the bar, those who started with Justice Tudura Wood. Some of them have even been called to, some are lawyers and all that. So it's an inspiring program. And guess what? When the ladies Chief Justice came, Justice Gertrude Araba Esaba Saki Tokonu took over as the Chief Justice. She has added some models. She has improved the system. And by way of improving the system was to form Chief Justice clubs and some selected senior high schools. So, for instance, the Accra High, the one just opposite our office here. They have a senior high school. They have one. Then you go to Chemu Senior High School, there's also one. There are some Kayayes who have also had the benefit to be part of this mentorship program. Some of them have been, in fact, as we speak, there are some of them who are giving testimony, some are University of Ghana, some are GIJ, and all of that. Schooling and stories that they were sharing is very, very intriguing, very emotional moment. A lady was yesterday telling us about how she was being forced into early child marriage, and she has to run away, came to Accra, be part of this mentorship program. And now she is a very inspired person. She's going to school and learning a lot of things. And she's been. So yesterday, the launch of the Chief Justice Enhanced Mentorship Program was launched by the Chief Justice, Gertrude Saki Tokonu. And as you can see on your screen, there are a lot of Supreme Court judges, Court of Appeal judges, and of course, persons within the judiciary, and the students from the schools who are being used as to pilot the exercise were there yesterday for the launch. And what is expected to happen is that there's a moot court competition that will be crowned today. They have started. So we'll see Kayayes, these are called Orange Girls. We'll see these students from all the finalists come to the Supreme Court today to perform. No, it's more like sit down like lawyers or what happened in the court setting. There will be a judge, there will be party from one side, so they are going to, there will be a moot court for them to come out with what they have inside them so that they get inspired the more, and then they are able to choose their career path. And also yesterday, during the launch, they had the opportunity to visit some of the courts to witness court proceedings. And after that, they had some open forum where they asked questions about some of the things that they saw in court and why, especially the lawyers who wear the wig, the judges who wear the wig, why you go to court and you have to bow before the judge and before all those things. So they had a moment to clarify those issues and all that. But let's hear from the chairperson of the Chief Justice Monitoring Program speaking when the Enhanced Chief Justice Mentorship Program was being launched. Justice Professor Ankuchede, what she has to say about this very program.
We have inaugurated 5 justice clubs in 5 schools, including Preset, St. Mary's Senior High School, SOS, Accra High School, and then Chemu. Now, the object of these clubs, again, is to mentor the students, take them through various principles of law, including human rights, understanding basic guidelines that should help them throughout their life. And then in collaboration with UNFP, we also formed a Justice Club with the Orange Girls, ordinarily known as the Kayari. Now the UNFP has been working with the Judicial Service for all this while to encourage the Orange Girls and get them to understand that they don't have to be where they are forever. Now, the object of forming this Justice Club them is also to give them some weapon in their daily life. They go through a lot once they carry on their daily activities as higher youth. And we design the curriculum to take them through this process. So at the end of the day, they will know their left from right and their rights.
Right. Yes. So Justice Professor Olivia Ankuchede, the chairperson of the Chief Justice Mentorship Program, giving us some perspective. We'll bring you the voice of the sound of the Chief Justice and some of the persons who were there in our subsequent programs and all that. So today, what is expected is that there's a final bit of this program where these students will come together in a moot court competition, in fact, the finals of a moot court competition, and then at the end, the winners will be rewarded. And Kayayes are taking part in this so it's an exciting
Former
moment.
Kayayes.
Now they are headquarters. How do you call it?
Former headquarters. They are not headquarters anymore.
Of course,
they used to be headquarters, but they were inspired through the mentorship program.
You are right.
They are in school.
They are in school.
In the universities
Absolutely. So,
and all of that.
Yesterday, as part of the program, they distributed bags to them. They gave them the Constitution, a copy of the Constitution each, and it was very exciting. So whatever you are reading, whatever you are quoting, it's good. You can make references to the Constitution and all that. So today, anybody who has the opportunity, be at the Supreme Court, because you're going to see some of these young ones come to the Supreme Court and discharge what they have learned by way of the moot court competition.
It'll be interesting to see.
Very
It'll be interesting to see. I know that you bring us an update on this one tomorrow.
Yes.
But let's talk about some of the other cases that came up in court yesterday. The men's gold case with GHOne came up once again yesterday. What happened in court as far as that one is concerned? For some time now, I've been telling you about the fact that GHOne has a motion pending, and that motion is expected to have the proceedings at the High Court, the trial state, because he intends to challenge the order of Justice Ernest Owusu Dapaah at the Court of Appeal. And the order was that he has to open his defense to the charges raised against him by the prosecution, because after the conclusion of the prosecution's case, the witnesses who came to the court were able to make a case. For instance, there's something that they have said that the court want answers from GHOne. GHOne said, no, the 9 witnesses who came, I do not think that they've made any case for which reason I have to respond to the charge. So discharge me, acquit me, and let me go. But the court is saying that you need to clear the mind of the court of what those prosecution witnesses have said. He said, no, I'm going to the court. So yesterday, he was supposed to move that particular motion before the court, and for the court to make a determination. But unfortunately, yesterday, the court did not sit in relation to this matter. So the case has been adjourned to December 5. And December 5, 2 days, that will be on a Thursday. Friday to December 6, and then Saturday is December 7. Then everybody goes to the post. Goes to the post to go and vote.
Yes.
Okay. So let's talk about some of the cases that we can expect to come up in court today. The public interest case involving Bishop Salifu Amoako and his 16-year-old son who caused the death of 2 people, allegedly. What's up with that case?
Yes, you are right. So the parents have been charged, and then the young boy has also been charged. So in relation to the one that we are talking to you about today, it's about the father, Bishop Elisha Salifu Amoako, the wife, Moha Amoako, and then Linda Owusu Bempah, a sales assistant. These 3 have been charged for permitting an unlicensed person to drive, and they have all pleaded not guilty, and they have been granted bail. Today, before His Honor, Mr. Samuel Bright Aqua, the case will come. Prosecution is expected to file the remaining of their disclosures and witness statement. Once that is done, there will be a case management conference where they will set out the timeline and then make sure that all that is required at this particular point in time, the parties will have it. Then a date will be fixed for the trial to begin. So Salifu Amoako, Bishop Salifu Amoako, the wife, and the sales assistant, the 3 are back in court today in relation to that incident at East Legon involving the young boy, which led to the death of 2 girls. In fact, the very last time when we went to court, we saw relatives of the deceased family in court for the first time.
All right. So we'll look forward to seeing what happens in that case. Another case which is of public interest, the people who allegedly stole Cecilia Dapaah's money, the maids who allegedly stole Cecilia Dapaah's money from her wardrobe and under her bed and all of that. They are back in court today.
You have evidence to show that was.
I said allegedly.
You said
Allegedly.
under the bed and all that. Is it?
But the special prosecutor said they found money.
That is where you've been hiding some of your money. Anytime I enter your room, I look under your bed.
Under the bed and in the obscure places.
Yes, you note that this very case became an issue, a national issue. Madam Cecilia Dapaah has since resigned as a minister, and it's because of this very case, Patience Botchwey and then Sarah Eji, those two names that I have just mentioned, have played roles as the maids for Madam Cecilia Dapaah and the husband, Daniel Osei-Kuffour. That case is still ongoing at the High Court. The trial has begun. The husband of Madam Cecilia Dapaah, Daniel Osei-Kuffour, is in the witness box facing cross-examination. He notes that in the course of the cross-examination, Patience Botchwey and his lawyer said that, look, there will be some information that we'll need, and those information are, or details or documents are with the OSP, the special prosecutor. And so the court should make an order for the special prosecutor to provide them with interrogations, interviews, and a caution statement that they have taken from Madam Cecilia Dapaah and the husband. The court made a ruling and directed that the OSP should file or should give those documents to the accused person to be able to defend themselves. And the court, after the ruling, at that particular ruling, directed that it should be done within 1 week upon service. So if you receive the orders of the court today, it means 1 week from today, you have to make sure that you file that. So today we'll be in court to know more about what have become of the order or the directive to OSP to provide Patience Botchwey particularly with a document that the court has said it should be given. Then the cross-examination, we'll know when the cross-examination of Daniel Osei-Kuffour, the husband of Madam Cecilia Dapaah, will resume.
All right, and finally, a case which we haven't heard about for a long time is coming up in court today. It's got to do with Anas Ademiyaw Anas and the documentary he did on Ghana football and corruption in Ghana football called Number 12, which eventually got Kwesi Nyantakyi out of the GFA presidency and being banned, by FIFA and CAF. What's up with that?
So many have raised the issue about the fact that it is that expose that has killed our football. If you are walking into, especially with the recent bad performances of their Black Stars and how things are being managed and all that. So many have said if there's anybody to blame, then you have to blame Anas for that, because Nyantakyi at the time has gotten to a stage where by now probably would have been the CAF president. Maybe, probably would have been the president of the Confederation of African Football and all that, even have roles to play in FIFA. And so if a CAF president are coming to play with a referee, and even coming to referee a game between Ghana and then a certain country, and then you are coming to the CAF president's hometown, you do that, definitely you will not come here and mess up. And so they have raised those arguments as to how that one will play in this. So this case involving that particular expose that Anas did is still in court. It led to Nyantakyi losing his job. He has been charged and then he's facing trial. The trial is yet to commence because the court, Ahmed Suwale, who is supposed to be the first the main witness for the prosecution, we know what has happened to him. He's been killed or he's been murdered. And so Anas volunteered to come and do the testify for the prosecution. But then Nyantakyi and his lawyer said that we want to see the face of Anas so that we know that, yes, this is the Anas who is making the case, testifying against me. The court made a ruling and said that, look, Anas will mark Nyantakyi in chambers, but when it comes to open court, he will be in the marks. Anas said that, look, that is not healthy for me. Security-wise, it is not nice, and I'm not coming to court to come and testify. Prosecution has challenged that order for Anas to come to court and open on Max Nyantakyi at the Court of Appeal. So that has stalled the trial as at now. And what I do know is that the matter at the Court of Appeal is there. The parties are yet to be served the hearing notice to appear. But because of the fact that the case at the issue is pending at the Court of Appeal, the High Court is now staying there, waiting for the Court of Appeal to take a decision. So today, the parties will be in court, and the court will be informed about what has become of the matter at the Court of Appeal. What has the Court of Appeal said about this whole matter? But what I do know in relation to that is that the parties are here to appear before the Court of Appeal to make their case ahead. And after that, but of course, today it is the day that the court has fixed that they should come. So definitely, once we go to court and there's nothing from the Court of Appeal, automatically the case will be adjourned. But if there is a decision from the Court of Appeal, then the court will base on that decision and then give some directive in relation to that. At some point in time, Justice Marie Louise Simmons has threatened to even discharge Nyantechi and then the other accused person because of the delay in the whole matter. But because of the pending issue at the Court of Appeal, which is higher than the High Court, the court is deemed it fit to wait for the Court of Appeal, and then it will take a decision in this matter. So Nyantechi will be in court today in relation to the Annex number 12 expose matter.
After how many years?
The incident happened in 2018.
Yeah. After a very long time.
It's almost 6 years.
You know. Anyway, we'll see how all of that plays out in court. Thank you very much.
Thank you.